If you've watched CUNK on Life, and if you've watched any Philomena CUNK, either CUNK in Britain, CUNK on Earth, if you've watched all CUNK's production, there is always that question that you have. Who is that mate that she keeps talking about? Who is that friend of hers she keeps talking about? Her mate Paul. Well, I think I might have discovered who her mate Paul is. Now, if I was to give this TV special movie out of 5, I would give this a 5 out of 5. It's one of the funniest things on Netflix right now. First 5 minutes, I was already rolling on the floor. It's actually super hilarious consistently from the word go to the end. I would expect a personality like Philomena CUNK to be a pop culture icon at this particular point because she's one of those characters that is absolutely distinct and amazing in how she's able to deliver ridiculousness with a straight face. So number one, I absolutely enjoyed the writing. It's super funny. I absolutely love the delivery by Diane Morgan, who plays Philomena CUNK. I don't know how she's able to do that, but she's very, very good at it. And as I say, pop culture icon. I love the delivery. I love how it's shot. It's a documentary, yes, but there are some scenes that are shot like proper documentary, nature documentary. In fact, every chapter has these beautiful shots that make everything feel like a proper documentary. So it's given a very serious treatment. The shots are beautiful, the lighting is beautiful. When she goes to this quantum factory, it's treated like, it outside what she's saying, everything else is treated like it's a proper documentary. So I liked that. The interviewers are framed like proper documentaries. But the interviews are nothing new because we've seen her in all the other CUNK universe shows and episodes. So that's not very special. But what I thought was really special was all the other shots, the nature shots. Especially this one she shot at night and the background is just full of stars. And I was like, how did they do that? Did they use like green screen? Did they actually use green screen or did they actually go there and actually shoot some of those shots? There's some scenes that she's walking in nature, beautiful, fantastic. And I know that they usually give the same treatment to the shows, but this felt more cinematic, it felt more deliberate. The reason that I'm giving this out of 5, as I said before, it's because of the writing. It's actually super funny. It's hilarious. I mean, there are so many things that I did not see coming. There are jokes about Apple. She just leaps it in very, very quickly and moves on. And you have to be like really super sharp to see it coming. But there's just something she says about Apple, very small but very, very effective. There is Michelangelo, there is Simon, and of course, there is her mate Paul, who she keeps referring to, and everyone is wondering who is her mate Paul. Have you ever met her mate Paul? And I think I figured out who her mate Paul is. I am going to be talking about that later on. Now, apart from that, the structure is pretty awesome because it's easy to follow. Unlike all the other shows where she takes bits of everything and mixes them up in maybe a season, this, since it's a movie, it had a much more easier structure to follow, I thought, because it's CUNK on Life. So you follow the beginning to where we are right now. So you go back to the Big Bang. That argument in itself is super ridiculous. Then talking about God and how he created. Man, Philomena CUNK is awesome. I don't know how Diane Morgan actually does this because there are questions that she asks, and I go like, this is super funny, but this is more likely what a random person in a bar would be asking because they are super stupid, but in the normal world they're super sensible. And then she kind of breaks the fourth wall by trying to imply that whatever she's asking is what any other ordinary person would ask. So that's what I'm talking about, the genius of this particular special TV special. So apart from that, they have a very unique treatment of a sex scene. I again, very, very creative in how they chose to approach that. There are a lot of other creative things that they do with the sound guy. There are creative things that they do with I wouldn't call it her death. I would call it cloning or something. Yeah, there are just so many bits of creative things that they do within the movie that I absolutely enjoyed. So yeah, CUNK on Life is pretty awesome. And yes, Paul, her mate Paul is probably Khan. It has to be Khan If you don't know who Carl is, just go on YouTube, look for Carl Pickleton, Ricky Gervais podcast. Just go look for that, and you'll understand why I believe that her mate Paul is Carl Pickleton. I just believe that it has to be him. Anyway, basically that's it. As I said, 5 out of 5. I think this is a perfect show. I absolutely enjoyed it. It's a perfect movie or TV special or whatever. I've rewatched it like twice, and I found myself discovering smaller things. The laughs are consistent from the beginning to actually the end. It's something that she talks about Michelangelo. That whole discussion with his paintings and without spoiling it, long brushes and arms and stuff, and other stories about reproduction. It's just so well thought through that I thought it was way better than all the other CUNK, CUNK on Earth, CUNK in Britain, all these other things. It's far more well thought through and well written than those ones. So it's a 5 out of 5. Give it a try. Whoever you are, just be very careful because it's kind of explicit. There are 2 scenes that have a lot of nudity, and there's obviously that one sex scene that moves from soap to reality within the blink of an eye. So basically that's it. Remember to always watch what you enjoy and enjoy what you watch. I shall see you on the next one. Adios.